4 oldest known cave paintings in the world. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Nature Snipes. Number 4. Cave of El Castillo, Spain. Hermelio Alcalde del Rio, a Spanish archaeologist, was one of the pioneers in researching and studying the earliest cave art in Cantabria. It was no surprise that he discovered El Castillo's cave in 1903. The entrance to the cave was initially relatively narrow, but was later widened as a consequence of the numerous archaeological excavations within the cave system. Alcalde del Rio discovered a lengthy series of paintings, extensive markings, and ancient graffiti created in charcoal and red ochre on the ceilings and walls of several caverns from the lower Paleolithic era to the Bronze Age. More than 150 artworks have already been cataloged, including those highlighting deer engravings, complete with partial shading. According to recent studies, Neanderthals created the oldest works of art in the cave, although most of the later works were made by Homo sapiens. The studies concluded that Stone Age artists painted red discs, club-like symbols, geometric patterns, and headprints on European cave walls long before popular thought, in some instances upward of 40,000 years ago. The research results seem to point to a string of recent discoveries. Significant fossil evidence that Homo sapiens lived in England 41,500 to 44,200 years ago, in Italy from 43,000 to 45,000 years ago, and that musical instruments were being made in German caves around 42,000 years ago. Scientists are also uncovering new genetic evidence of Neanderthal-Homo sapien interbreeding, revealing much closer relationships than generally believed. Number 3. Lubang Jeriji Saleh Cave, East Kalimantan, Borneo. A spotty, worn-down artwork of a beast painted on the wall of a cave system in Borneo may well be one of the oldest discovered instances of figurative rock art in the world. Fractured and faded, the reddish image depicts a healthy-looking but thin-legged mammal, possibly a species of cattle that can still be found living on the island, with a streak of ochre resembling a spear dangling from its side. The animal is just one of a trio of large animals adorning a wall in the Lubang Jeriji Saleh Cave in the Kalimantan province of Borneo in Indonesia. Thousands of paintings have been discovered in the limestone caves in the region and have been analyzed and studied since their discovery in 1994 by the French explorer Luc-Henri Fage. Around and between the 3 large mammals are hundreds of hand stencils, the telltale cave art calling cards of our prehistoric ancestors. The faded markings, which show up spectacularly on their own or in groups, were created by spraying ochre paint via the mouth over a hand pressed against the rock. Scientists have determined the painting's ages by dating the calcite crusts that sometimes border the walls of the caves. These crusts are formed when rainwater manages to creep into the caves. Those below the artwork give scientists a maximum age for the painting, and those at the highest point provide the minimum age. Number 2. Caves in the district of Maros, again, Indonesia. As if one appearance on the list wasn't enough, the caves in the Maros Pangkrep Karst of South Sulawesi, Indonesia, specifically the cave known as Liang Bulu Sipong 4, was recently found to have a painting that is over 43,900 years old. This prehistoric artwork on the island of Sulawesi, confirmed to be the world's oldest figurative work of art, depicts part animal, part human figures hunting wild boars and comparatively tiny bison-like mammals with ropes and spears. The representation of part animal, part human hunters is believed to be the earliest evidence of our ability to perceive things that do not usually exist in the natural world. This capacity is the foundation of religious thought, the origins of which have been shrouded in mystery for thousands of years. Apart from the exceptional age of this artwork, it's the first example of cave art with a detailed and thorough narrative or story of such great age. The conventional opinion has always been that humanity's first rock art was mere geometric symbols, which progressed into the exquisite figurative artworks found in France and Spain around 35,000 years ago. From this perspective, the first storylines and human-animal hybrids, known as therianthropes, only came into being much later. But the artworks inside Liang Balu's Sipong 4 now show that the main elements of sophisticated artistic culture were already prevalent in Sulawesi 44,000 years ago. Therianthropes, figurative art, and scenes. Number 1. Maltravieso Cave, Caceres, Spain. The world's oldest confirmed cave painting is a beautiful red hand stencil that was discovered in the cave of Maltravieso in Caceres, Spain, along with 2 nearby caves, La Pasiega and Ardayes. Its age alone might have been impressive, but a new study conducted by the Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology and the University of Southampton decisively concluded that the artworks discovered in 3 separate caves in Spain were painted over 64,000 years ago. This is a solid 20,000 years before our modern human ancestors arrived in Europe. Their research confirms that the Paleolithic Ice Age cave paintings, which include paintings of mammals as well as geometric designs and dots, were made by Europe's only inhabitants at the time, the Neanderthals. The research demonstrated how the international team of researchers used a highly developed method called uranium-thorium dating to confirm the age of artworks to over 64,000 years. All 3 caves contain black and red ochre paintings of groups of mammals, dots, patterns, and engravings, hand stencils, and handprints. From their findings, the researchers have also confirmed that the creation of the paintings and other artwork must have involved such highly developed behavior as location selection, pigment mixing, and even light source planning. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.